Hello, everybody. Welcome to Sussex Saturday. I am VS Speaks Royally. I do hope you all are still basking in the glow, yes. As Lady T has put it, we are all. See, I set my live streams earlier in the week, as y'all know, so this whole Sussex Squad Christmas wish truly it was just perfect timing for this title of the live stream. It's lovely. So all of you are saying hello. So hello to everyone that has joined, to all the channel members, everybody else, to you all. Let me get a little breather in there. Let me get to, I'm just going to get right on into, so copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act. 1976, allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Now, as I do each and every Sussex Saturday, I am reading my favorite quote from Harry and Meghan. Hold on one second. Okay, so my favorite quote of Harry and Meghan: each of us can change our communities. All of us can change the world. So apropos for all the good stuff that's been happening this week with regard to Harry and Meghan. As you know, Harry said so eloquently during their engagement interview, whether individually or together, they are a team. Okay. I wanted to kind of kick it off. First things first, prayers are out for Church Nelly. Hopefully you all can hear me, because I didn't see any notification that you can hear me. So obviously the sound is good. So otherwise I'm sure y'all would have been screaming, "We can't hear you." So Church Nelly, prayers, and for Hilda also, the channel members, I put a post out there for you all, so you're aware. You can keep her also in your prayers, her son also. So let me read my, continue on in this joyous Sussex Saturday. The last 24 hours have been awesome for Squad, to say the least. So I already had this in my folder for today, looking at Christmas past. So the holiday cards, and this one I believe was 2021 when we got this one, because 2022 was just them. And so lo and behold, I went out to the app formerly known as Twitter and saw this glorious Christmas card. And I paused because I was like, wait a minute. Because if I see it on one Squatties, I'm like, let me just make sure it's not something somebody put together and wants to tease us. And as I scrolled down, there was like 4, 5, 6 others. And then I went out and Googled, and it's just very beautiful. So this picture, as Squad knows, is from the Invictus games, the closing. And I think it's just beautiful. So, you know, ah, boy. On behalf of the office of Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Archewell Productions, and Archewell Foundation, we wish you a very happy holiday season. Thanks for all the support in 2023. So beautiful. There appears to be a video. Have I been able to find it? No, but I know other positive channels will be able to. And so here was when I was doing the search because I wanted to, when I did search of Meghan's name, this is what came up. So I was like, oh, look at everybody who claims that the irrelevant ones they don't cover or they won't talk about them, but they do. But anyway, moving on. So this information was shared earlier in the week. I wanted to share it for a more positive time frame for Sussex Saturday. We do have stuff for trash time. You know that already. But the Welcome Project was announced. The griot, I love that this was on the griot. For those that don't know, Black publication. Okay. So Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's Archewell Foundation is launching the Welcome Project in hopes of creating a more inclusive, creating more inclusive communities. So yeah, that doesn't even need to be explained. We should all understand so much of connectivity amongst the human beings seems to be far and few between at times, but it was just awesome to see. And I'll take my banner down for a second. So you can see the date was the 13th when that was announced. And so I've been holding it until such time, but I know other channels that are in the positive Sussex hallway here have already discussed it. So I think I put out the link on, was that to the channel members. So yeah, they get little tidbits than I share here before I share it here usually. So Griot says Meghan Markle and Prince Harry announced their newest initiative, the Welcome Project. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's Archewell Foundation is launching the Welcome Project in hopes of creating more inclusive communities. I want you all to, those haters out there, Archewell Foundation is just fine. Okay. Now, please go out, do a little research, get up to date on the Welcome Project. I know it's something that we'll be following here, and yeah, lovely, lovely, lovely. Um, on here, Archewell, we are committed to a simple but profound mission. Show up, do good. Send that message over to that family. Okay. Show up, do good. They need that. After that comma, that's the part that they need to remember. Do good. Okay. We believe in the power of community building as a potent and transformative solution for mental wellness. That family may not want to touch this. Okay, I'm just saying. This belief shapes everything we do as we reach communities locally and globally to inspire positive change through lasting solutions, aka impact. Through these stories of impact, we can find inspiration, and in these moments, we find joy. I think that was very beautiful. And that is, that is just like typical Harry and Meghan, just caring for others. So while we're, out here caring for others and looking around and wondering what our faves were up to, I happened to see a squatty had retweeted this, and I was like, stop the presses. When was this? I said, our fave was out and about. I did share with channel members. There is a video that was released, I believe, yesterday that gives behind this actual event that they sat down and discussed. So Mishan Harriman has on Netflix. It's called The After, and David O, because I'm not trying to butcher names, David O is featured in it. And they had a nice discussion. And as you see here, this was part of the one of the articles I have, which it says watch The After on Netflix. And Mishan also then decided, oh, I'm going to share a little bit more. So he's saying, here are some of the images from a very special screening of The After, moderated by the Duchess of Sussex. It was extra special to have her and so many of my film idols watch this film. Thank you for coming to all the guests and Netflix for hosting The After, streaming on Netflix. It's produced by Nikki Bentham and directed by me. That is major. And image credit goes to Emma McIntyre, which of course. So I have bigger pictures than I know most of you, and there's now a delay. Okay. So this was the first image I think we all saw, and we were like, look at her. Of course, hi Mishan, hi David O, but when it comes down to Meghan, yeah, she shuts it all down. So here he is chatting away, and I haven't watched the full video, but I know it is just the discussion, of course, would be thought provoking. And she has that calming factor about her. So, The After, if you've watched on Netflix, drop your comments on what you thought. For me, when I saw what the subject matter, I had to stop. Just, I will go back to watch the whole thing, but yeah. So, Town and Country covered. So this was on the 13th. Meghan Markle was in conversation with David O and Mishan last month. Haha, see? No leaks out of Montecito last month. Okay. For the occasion, the Duchess of Sussex wore a chocolate brown pantsuit and slayed us all because we were all like, okay. See? Okay, I'm going to jump a little bit into trash time. Hey, cosplay, this is how you do one color. Cosplay, are you out there? This is how you do the one color. Okay, I'm going to move on. All right. And within this article, Mishan shared a little something. Meg, see, those that know her well are able to call her that. Okay. Meg reminded me that I had not introduced her. Okay, let me start. Meg reminded me, had I not introduced her to a mutual friend, she wouldn't have met Harry. I'm grateful for whatever small part I played. So, and he also attended Lilibet's first birthday. So, Harry's father didn't even do that. Okay, I have to. Y'all just bear with me. I see there's over 100 comments, so I know y'all are going in over there. So when I saw that, I said, "Go ahead, Misha." See, the links, mutual friend introduces to another mutual friend, and then she does a Snapchat, and then here comes Harry scrolling on that gets posted on IG. He scrolls his timeline, and that mutual friend of a mutual friend. Magic. Okay. I just had to bring that in. I wanted to share because there's been so much to do about the Archewell impact report. So they wanted to focus on how donations are down, but they don't look at all the other stuff and want to report on that because they know that it would shame them. Okay. So I wanted to just provide this. The report also details the foundation's ongoing connection with a preschool in South African township that Meghan and Harry visited during their fall 2019 tour of the country. Earlier this year, the foundation found out that the, oh goodness, Inkwanzi Early Childhood Development Center in Niger, is that how we say that? Naganja, I'll say, had been burglarized. Funding from Archewell helped the school replace lost items such as tables, chairs, mattresses, blankets, and books. Impact, positive impact. So, while y'all are carrying on about the donation number, just remember the impact. They are still able to give. Now, this is This is a nice picture of Harry waving. Um, I do wish he would give the international salute for another way of saying F off. Okay. So we found out yesterday doing backflips and all other kinds of stuff. When that notification came up on my phone, I was like, what? I couldn't even get the screenshots fast enough over to the channel members because I just wanted, as people are waking up or they get the notification, they'll see probably on their phones. They probably already knew before I even told them. Um, and just shared the good news. Prince Harry won against MGN, I'll just say, um, for the phone hacking. Now, before I even get into trash time, let me just say, for those media outlets and or talking heads that like to put the little spin that the judge's words, like it was minimal in a sense. I'm just paraphrasing. It was illegal. If somebody invades your privacy in this manner, it's not something to take lightly. Okay, now I'm just going to go back into Prince Harry was phone hacking victim, and editors new London court rules. I see PM jumped up out of his hole, so he's in trash time. Don't you worry. Um, Very good coverage for the most part. You had Reuters, you had CBS News. Um, this was what I saw. Prince Harry was a victim of phone hacking by UK tabloids court rules. So thanks for the visit there, Paul, to the court the day before, because all right. Well, some got very nervous thinking that this would change. Yeah. So, what he was awarded, mind you, I understand that there was an amount that it said an undisclosed amount per the judge. So, chew on that, everybody. But he was awarded $180,000 in damages, which is not a lot, but Harry wasn't in it for the money. He was in it for the principle of getting it in record that you hacked phones, got information, and did articles on it. So now some would spin that, well, the judge, and it says here, the judge said he found that only 15 of the 33 articles that were scrutinized in the case were the product of phone hacking or other illegal. Let me take my banner. I hit the wrong thing. Other illegal information gathering. So I would love to see criminal charges brought against, because illegal, yeah. If someone doesn't hand you their phone and say, or look at this, and you go in through another means, yeah, you should be criminally charged. But that's just me. That's just me. So, um, some will get with the semantics on if it's half or whatever, and they'll focus on the other 18 articles and be like, oh. The key here is that the judge found that he is a victim of phone hacking. And I believe this is just one of 3 other cases that he had. So kudos to King Harry. He did have a statement out. This is just, yeah, I had to go there. I tweeted this out, but this is partial of his statement, which I did share with the channel members, and I think I put out on my community tab for the larger group supporters and squad that it was in the People magazine article, and I want to say I put a link in the description. I hope I did. So anyway, part of his statement, this case is not just about hacking. It is about a systematic practice of unlawful and appalling behavior followed by clever ups and destruction of evidence, the shocking scale of which can only be revealed through these proceedings. Boom. There you go. So that is his greater motive behind suing, which, the family didn't want him to sue. So if we just gander again at their favorite quote, each of us can change our communities, all of us can change the world. That is their purpose in life, for the good. They deal with enough stuff, let me tell you. So here is the man that should be honored. And there was a great picture showing him and I guess two other counsels. So David Sherbrone, his lead attorney or barrister, as they're called. This man has swag. He cracks me up. Big D energy. Oh Lord, but he does. Okay. Excuse me. And he read Harry's statement outside, and it just powerful. Did say Harry wasn't there because Harry didn't need to be. He had the proper counsel. So all those crazy that are out there trying to come for him, just understand Harry's good. He's prepared. He's ready. One case, he's got 3 others, I believe, and um, just don't push it. Okay. And this also CNN, which is interesting that they use Prince Harry was a victim of extensive phone hacking, UK court rules. When you see what the judge says, it's just like, okay, moderate or something like that. So Rosa was the first comment. Rosa, there's a delay. We're in squatty corner, so I just wanted to bring it up because it got filtered out when as YouTube is getting ready for these live streams right before, and most content creators that do live streams, it filters out any of the comments. It makes me so angry because a lot of times I don't think to get a screenshot and like, oh, I see it in StreamYard. And then when I come back into StreamYard, it's gone. So to you, Rosa, and thank you for being the first comment that I saw. So and this was when I opened it yesterday and I snagged. Okay. So in pre-trash time, because we're moving along here, Monaco's royal family dropped their Christmas card too. Fa la 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 la. He's the only one smiling, really. And okay, I'm just gonna. Anyway, I love her gown. Hello, cosplay. See that gown? See if you can match that. Okay. On the 14th, toxic British press and Daily Fail were trending. Guess who? Squad. Y'all keep messing with Squad and you're going to see. Okay, so a Squatty had put together a little timeline with regard to Michonne and Meghan's friendship, which one thing was just kind of missed, like introduced to the mutual friend that introduced her to Harry. But April, Meghan introduced Michonne to the stage for his TED Talks. September, Michonne attended the Invictus Games in Dusseldorf. November, Meghan moderated the screening of The After, which was directed by Michonne. Yes, friendship. Okay. Y'all like to claim, anyway, some like to claim she has no friends, and then others like to claim she has no friends of color. Okay, we're going to move on. I'm going to move on because we're not in trash time yet. We're almost there. Almost 200 comments. Okay. So I saw this and I thought it was cute because Prince I don't remember seeing this picture. Meghan Markle's dog gets a ride with Queen Elizabeth to royal wedding. I was like, oh, really? Oh, okay. Never saw that, mind you. I'm thinking this had to be prior to because the Queen didn't arrive. She arrived it was in like an older school, Rolls Royce or whatever. So it wasn't the Land Rover. Okay. Anyway, semantics for me. But let me come back up here, pre-trash time. Let me scan the comments because y'all are just busy. Okay, am I missing? Hopefully I'm not missing anything major. Let me see. I just saw something. Tear, that's sweet. In the interview, you also called it Meg. Yes. So we know that that's usually what everyone who knows her usually calls her. Hence, if you've watched the docuseries, you'll understand what I'm saying here. When she knew that someone behind her father's phone was not her father, because they used her full name. And he said he has never, from the time she's been on this earth, ever called her by her full name. Okay, Meghan, I should. All right. Tear the after, very emotional, short but powerful. Yeah. Like I said, I paused it. I said I'll come back to you when it's life. Life has been lifing. With friends, myself. It's just a lot has been going on, and I just was like, pause. I will come back. Gwen said this. That was a powerful movie, and it's awesome that he directed it. Okay, I'm just. Hollywood shunned. Okay, Megan. Marlene, how are you? Hello, all. A little late. No, never late. Happy holidays to everyone. Church Nelly, a prayer for you. Yes. Um, Praying that it's good news that we get, that she gets, and we hear from her. So let me just scroll up. I think everybody was saying hello to each other. And that's sweet of you, Brenda. Continue prayers for Church Nelly and all squad members. Yeah, she's truly missed. She brings a certain something energy to the to the stream. So yeah, I have not heard from her. So hopefully, she will drop down into either channel membership or somewhere in one of the live streams and just let us know she's good. So let me see. Marjorie said, thought it was a tear-jerking, thought-provoking movie which speaks to a different way people deal with grief. Loved it. Yeah. And those of us who are still dealing, yeah, I was pause. I said, I already know, pause. When I'm really ready to let go of those feelings and have a bunch of tissue with me, then okay. Wendy. Oh, and let me say this before I read Wendy's comment. You notice how um, outside of the docuseries, the other documentaries that or movies that they're affiliated with really are thought provoking and rip your heart out, but then mend it too. It's like you can feel their little pat. They give you food for thought. Whew, okay. Let me read Wendy's. The UK media being petty as usual, downplaying Prince Harry's quote little win. Oh yeah, the world is watching your corrupt system. Yeah. They are not happy at all. Let me see. Excellent interview on LBC YouTube on the inner workings of phone hacking with former reporter Dale Evans, whose boss was PM. Ooh, which PM is out here making statements he knew nothing. Yeah, whatever, sir. Gwen says, don't you wonder if the 18 not used were sources from the royal family? Well, since we didn't get a chance, yeah. See, I love Squad because Squad is always thinking 10 steps ahead. Could have been a little bit of that's where he gave a little cover and protection, but one never knows. I'm happy with the 15. You know, mm, phew, just can you imagine what it would be like right now on the airwaves and on social media if that had went the other way? Child, please. But yet they don't want to live up to, excuse me, I took a sip of tea. As we're getting ready for, yes, we're getting ready for trash time. Let me see. Those idiots underestimated Harry, but he showed the vipers, yeah. Um, let's hope Paul shows up for the day before the other decisions too. Paul. Just the timing of that was just very suspect. Okay. Sherry says, at Gwen, that's what I was thinking to that family. The courtiers to leak stories about Prince Harry. Yeah. The PR, the courtiers, space. Yeah, I said it. Lottie, Harry really opened up the doors for a lot of those other fools in England. Well, those that seem to. Oh, whew, hmm. That's all I can say right now because I have to get into trash time to really. Valerie, Harry's statement was brilliant. He rang his enemies into the into the ground. Piercy was furious. Ooh, yes, because he knows Harry is like stepping on his neck and it's not gonna let up. Mm-mm. Rightly so. Okay. Um, Let me see. Hello, Rosanna. She is saying, "Good morning, my beautiful family. Hope you have a wonderful day. Happy Sabbath to you all and to you also." Sherry. She never does, but I go again. She chose that life. Mhm. And that's all I'm going to say. The wife, Charlotte, doesn't look happy in the Christmas pic. Yeah, she never does. Hey, Keeper, how are you? Good to see you. Hope you are well. Happy holidays to you. If I don't see you again in another hallway. Little Mac, a nice and festive Christmas card wearing clothing matching the background as opposed to the Photoshop picture of the whales. The Adams family. And the Adams family should sue them just from the black and white stance. It's different. I don't know. The mindset. I'm just going to let that go because I'm going to get right into trash time and start dragging them. And I'm just, whatever. Grace, where's Prince Albert's firstborn son and daughter? Now, Grace, you know better than to ask that question. They're probably standing on the side watching that picture be taken. Because when it comes down to who inherits and rules in a sense after Albert passes is one of the twins, and I don't know which one is older, if it's the girl or the boy, but more than likely she had to, if she was firstborn, she gives up to her brother because I don't think they changed the rules or laws that way. Otherwise, I don't think Albert would have been because he wasn't the oldest born. He was just the son. Okay, let me keep on going. Diane, yes, Liz rode up to Windsor from London with Guy. Okay, because I know when she came to the St. George's Chapel, she was in the rolls, the old school rolls. I think it was a rolls. Anyway, Charlene, there you go. Tier said, Charlene of Monaco is not a happy woman. No, but tis the life. When did she never smile? Prince Albert's wife, always looking sad. Um, yeah, I'll just say this. Domestic, you fill in the next word because she just gives me like she's a victim of that, and I'm just gonna move on. My opinion. Moving on, moving on, moving on. There you go, Little Mac. Wendy, she always looks trapped. Yeah. Well, I mean, I thought they did say that she took off before the wedding and they were literally chasing her down at the airport or something. And then, so when we see that movie Runaway Bride, that was her. They kind of wrangled her into it. Sonia Churchinelli, sending lots of love. We can't wait to have you back. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Whew. Gwendolyn, Wendy, she never has anything to smile about with the demon. Well, Lady T, trash time, trash time. Y'all crack me up with that. Oh, and yes, speaking of trash time and your love of trash time, there is trash time merch holiday season, Get it for yourself or your family, whomever. And if you click on my main channel, Nightbot also drops the link. So if you click on the link from Nightbot, it should take you to the store. But if you, let me just take down this comment real quick. Let me find it. If you go on the main channel and you click on store tab, you will get there too. So yes, lovely, lovely stuff. All right. All righty, all righty. Let me see. Um, EN says, hi, everyone. Some of the 18 fell outside the timeliness for bringing the case. Oh, okay. Not to say that they couldn't have been used. They just fell outside of the so-called, how we do in the U.S., statute of limitations. Okay, there we go. Let's see. Valerie says, Harry only had to prove one. The mirror had to disprove all 33. Ding, ding, ding. There you go. It is on, the mirror to defend and say, no, 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 no. And how could they? Come on. Some information you just would not know unless you were listening, either reading phone messages or listening in to the actual calls. Grace, PM was pissing all over himself. Yeah, because he knows his time. Just gonna. Sonia Squatties, what is so good about this win for Harry? It is the hardest of the case before the court. We're going to continue to pray for Harry and his family and his legal team. Exactly. Um, knowing, people say the craziest things about Harry. He's not dumb by any means. He's not dumb. Did he not apply himself in school? Yeah, but many of us were in the same boat at that age. He was dealing with grief of his mother and all that, a whole lot of stuff, just adolescence, hormones, all that craziness. Harry's very smart. So he wouldn't have if he knew he didn't have a chance. So, the judge made the determination, hey, these over here are good. These, okay, they fell outside of, which is what, um, you know, the mirror group was trying to get everything thrown out, and the judge was like, not so fast. Okay. Oh, Olive, that's so sweet. Prayers for our church. No, yeah. Hattie, more like the Munsters. Well, that's an insult to the Munsters. It's an insult even for me to say the Adams family, because they had je ne sais quoi. They had that funny little bone that they would touch you every once in a while. Although it was just dark humor. That family's just dark. Although they would claim that they're not racist. Let me stop. Let me stop. Let me stop. Let me get in here. Rafaela, she had a test yesterday on a kidney to determine if it's something more serious. So Dolores says PM in his statement never said he did not know about the hacking. Because how could he? He would be caught in lying. And he knows there is plenty of receipts to show otherwise. Grace Sonia, this win opens a lot doors for people who may file suit against the I like that. The trash holds or the trash lloids one day, yeah. If it puts the tabloids on notice, like, don't do this, stop. They have ruined so many lives. And we know of one who took her life because of the hounding and the smears and et cetera, et cetera. So, Marshar, Kate and Willie are always trying to one up Meghan and Harry on the Christmas card, but they'll never one up them as being a loving couple who gets it in every night. Now you behave yourself, Marshar, and stay out of their business. Stay out of their business now. Woo, Olive. PM is a barefaced liar even when the evidence is being shown him telling people how to phone hack, he still calls people liars. Well, we know, we know, we know. We're celebrating. I wish I could have played some of the copyright music. I guess I could have, and then they would have just taken the AdSense that I would have gotten from this live stream. But celebrate good times. Come on. I mean, that's really what we're all about. Hey, Black Cougar. Sending out 11 hugs to all the Sussex squatties worldwide. So great to be with you today on this royally awesome broadcast. You're so sweet. Thank you. Rafaela, you were too funny. I saw that. Lorna, Prince Harry is street smart, which has served him well. Thank you. He's smart. And can dance too. Mhm. All right, Carol, Harry's smarter than that whole family, yeah. I mean, they just live by titles. He knew he had to have something behind him to even survive. I can't even imagine if he never met Meghan and they didn't hit it off. I don't even want to imagine. Diane says, in addition to being distracted, no grief therapy, as Harry progressed through school, he started to believe untruths others said about him, but he's very smart, strategic, and now increasingly patient. What? The Ginger Avenger. And he said in an interview, and I don't know why they didn't listen to him back then, that he keeps a book and he writes down what people are saying. So I guess if you come and try to get in his face like AL, he was forced to be around you. He didn't want to be around you, really. He was forced because he didn't have a choice. And then you abused that by taking what should have been just a quick interview and putting it into a book, although it wasn't a bestseller. Moving on, Marjorie, not even the one on the con was a bestseller. Okay. Whew, Lord, let me get into trash time. Okay. Marjorie, if Morgan think they are lying on him, court, why, oh, why did he decline to appear in court? He was requested to give evidence because he knew better than that. Cookie Sir Pegala. And Miss Pretzel Stick McMumbles need to realize that they'll always fail at everything they do until they make amends for all the harm they've done to the Sussexes, particularly Meghan. Amen, Ashe. Samoted B. Okay. Black Queen. PM came out foaming against Harry and everyone and just proved Harry's point of his lawsuit. Bingo. He should have stayed in his hole. All right. And yes, again, change the world. If we can make the world a better place, make media, be media, report stories, not create stories, not just run around trashing people, make the world a better place. Okay. Let me go on and get into. I'm going to scroll down and get down here. Just click there and come over. I think I went through everything in pre-trash time. So as we are already probably in the mode, but all hearts and minds are on one accord. Let's get into trash time. Come along with me. It's your favorite time. Trash time. Trash time. Trash time. So starting out, since we're talking phone hacking, we're going to lead off with that. So Sky News, yeah, when I went out and I saw this, and that is what the judge, I think, had in his statement, to modest extent. Now, hacking is wrong all the way around, so you can take the modest and shove it, yes, even the judge, because it shouldn't happen at all. Now, it's amazing that, Sky News says, jumps onto that word, but then when you look at CNN, they're like, Prince Harry was a victim of extensive. When you look at it, if I submitted 33 articles, 15 of them were found to be as a result of phone hacking and illegal, obtaining that information. Extensive is better, but okay, I know it's words, semantics, that's how they like to do. So you had the different ones. Prince Harry wins his phone hacking. And then, Sky News had a separate headline. PM breaks silence after judge in Harry's case said it was. And even here in there, let me take down the banner for a minute. You'll see that in a landmark ruling, Judge Mr. Justice Fancourt has ruled that extensive phone hacking and unlawful information gathering took place at MGN. So Sky News said one thing, and then they come around, of course, the bigger headline, they go with modest. We see you. Okay. Let me come over here. So more coverage. And now there's a delay and it's not moving fast. There we go. The Guardian, New York Times. Prince Harry wins. And then, Prince Harry's phone was hacked by UK tabloid, judge rules. That's what the New York Times. Yeah. He said it. Y'all knew that this was the case, but you wanted to kind of go with. But all of you are on notice now. All are on notice. So speaking of PM, because he's come up quite a bit, I saw this morning. Duke on mission to destroy monarchy, says PM in furious response. You all are on a mission to destroy the monarchy because they can't say they're upstanding, moral, loving, kind human beings that love their subjects and take care of their subjects. Mhm. I mean, the monarchy is out for monarchy. They, whatever. And you who doesn't like the monarchy from things that you've said before, PM, especially what's with all the phone hacking? Why did you need to delve into things? Hmm. Let us not forget Diana. And that's all I'm going to say. Now I'm going to move on from this fuddy dud because that's all I have to say. We know he's lying when he opens his mouth. No one ever held him to prove that Meghan sent you messages. Where's your private messages on that app formerly known as that you claim you got? Okay. The timeline you give on meeting her at going out to eat or for drinks doesn't meet up with the timeline that was in her social media post, as well as what was stated in the docuseries. Don't play with us. Okay. I saw this morning, and I want you to look at the date, December 15th, 2023. So yesterday, Maureen decided to do an article because they had to deflect. They couldn't go in and discuss, Harry's win in court. So here he goes with this. Where they're pulling this from, I have no idea. But Haskell, if you really said this, yeah, the lady in black's coming for you too. Okay. So Maureen said, Prince Harry the Glum, the Duke of Sussex, is no fun since he married Meghan Markle, says close friend, rugby player James Haskell. That is such an old picture of him and Harry together. He's not that young guy. He's an older man with a family. So yeah, he shouldn't be hanging out, um, drinking it up and acting as if he's not a married man. Hmm. But the picture, um, James Haskell, could you have found a more recent picture to kind of back up how he's different than when he married Meghan? Because he had the beard and everything for years prior to meeting Meghan, and then boom. Okay. Let's move on. Stop trying to make her out to be something that she's not. She ain't, friends are friends that were friends, true friends. They're still around and they're visiting Montecito. Mhm. You, sir, probably never will see that ground. All right. Now, in October, focus on your, this whole thing. Thank you to the squatties that had these on their timeline because I sure was like, say what? Oh, okay. James Haskell claims Chloe treated him like a dog during their failed marriage. Oh, all right. Maybe she treated you as you were. Woof, woof. Okay. I have nothing to give to you, being that you had to use some bogus. Now, mind you, Maureen wrote the thing. So we already know that Maureen likes to make up fanciful things and it's a regurgitation. Just pick a name out the hat and then just put in there that, he's changed since he met Meghan. I would hope he has. I would hope he has. He said he upped his game. Did he not? Okay. Y'all can't even keep up with him style wise. Let's move on. Byline times. Let me just take down my banner for a second so you'll see on the 14th. Witnesses interviewed as police and Murdoch probes into Dan Wootton continue. Scotland Yard and News UK continue to investigate serious allegations about the journalist and presenter following this paper's revelation. So um, I don't put too much into Scotland Yard or News UK doing an internal investigation, whatever. But here's a little bit from the article. Dan Wooten remains at the center of several separate inquiries following a special investigation into catfishing and abuse of power allegations published by this newspaper this summer, and that's the Byline Times. On October 2nd, the Metropolitan Police, so you already know, confirmed it was looking into matters connected to a 40-year-old man arising from a series of Byline Times articles unmasking Wooten as the controller of catfishing pseudonyms Martin Branning and Maria Joseph. It can now be confirmed that officers of the Met's complex investigation team have interviewed a number of people over matters raised by the articles in connection with other allegations that cannot be reported for legal reasons. Let me read that again for you. It can be confirmed that officers of the Met's complex investigation team have interviewed a number of people over matters raised by the articles and in connection with other allegations that cannot be reported for legal reasons. While it's been quiet on the maggots front, as you know, instead of the woody woot, but the maggots front, there's still some work going on. So, we keep him in the forefront, and the Lady in Black is not done with him yet. It has been quiet, but we see why it's been quiet. And I'm glad I happened to see that, Byline Times had given us that little tidbit. Hopefully you go out and give them the click and read the full enchilada. Now, I just labeled this WTF because in doing a search, and I was like, no, my phone's not messing up because that's not Prince Harry. So I was like, oh, the machine is messing with me. Big Brother and etc. So yeah, obviously these are not Prince Harry. I don't even know why these pictures are even, but moving on. I just had to give you that little tidbit. So Christmas wish list, Sussex Squad has partially come true. We've got Harry's got to win. I'm still looking to make sure if the judge had made a decision in that half sibling of Meghan's yesterday too, I would still be on the floor screaming from joy, but I did not see any update. So, but it's coming soon, maybe this coming weekend, and that's truly going to be a Christmas gift. But nevertheless, say no to racism, abolish the monarchy, and let us not forget all those leaks coming out of them. They need some Imodium AD. They probably have taken too much X-Lax in those chocolate cakes and pies they like to eat. Okay. So a troll dropped down into Twisted Trash Thursday and left a comment. Now it showed that screen name, but I was like, I've seen that emoji, the avatar before. And so I went out and looked. Oh, okay. You have no content, nothing. You just created it in order to say, leave comments here, there, and everywhere. Actually, most of the so-called trash is coming from American media. I let it just, ferment for a while. I think I might even penned the comment. I just was in that mood of whatever. But if you see, and then I may have responded, I don't even remember. But if you're saying that most of the so-called trash is coming from American media, it's the American media directly tied to the UK media. They will regurgitate and, push out what has been stated by the UK media because for some reason a British accent lends that they are the expert on, the royal family when they're lying through their teeth. We know eyelashes and turkey neck and all that other stuff. I'm just saying. Lady in Black is not done, even with Christmas quickly approaching. She gonna get you. She gonna get all them crazies and haters and everything else. The tabloids. She just smacked y'all upside your head a little bit. I understand in what was given to Harry. I did see the comment when I was in Barron's live stream yesterday. It was so good to actually be there with you all. Um, that one of the squatties had said that one of the comments that the judge mentioned about an undisclosed amount. So I'm sure Harry is not. He's not hurting. That award that they mentioned. Him. He'll donate that. So anything out of this is then donated back. Hello, probably to Archewell, and then funding. Hello. Okay. Mm, 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 mm. They're saying that the donations are down 11 million. I wonder if that's what Meghan got out of the Daily Mail. Because you remember. Okay. I'm just thinking out loud. Just thinking out loud. Just something that just kind of hit. If that was like at that time that happened, and then interesting. Okay, let's move on. I'm gonna go into comments now and hang out with you all for a while. um, and Diane, the undisclosed amount was said to have been substantial. Yes. See how they don't touch on that. But yes, and rightly so. Should he donate? Should he do anything else? Yeah, we know that it was never about the settlement amount. It is about proving that you all screwed over and did illegal stuff, and I want you punished for it. So, okay. Grace said, who's going to tell PM that the British Royal firm brought it on themselves? Well, I mean, he knows it. He was dragging them. Anyway, until Meghan, he was dragging them himself. So Lottie says, PM has never met Meghan. Boom. There you go. He's claimed it for the last 6 years, but until he shows receipts, I think not. And as I've said on multiple live stream, he takes a picture with every celebrity he meets. Okay, let's now. You would have known he would have did the dance on that one, but thought he was going to be invited to the wedding. Man, please. All right, let me see. All right, I'm jumping into comments, so I know that I saw these. What time is it? Okay. Ooh, I'm at an hour. Wow. Let me jump down here. Alert. Oh, let me see what Black Queen. Welcome to the live chat. Please like, share, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Join membership if you're able. Thanks for your unwavering support. Oh, I love you, Black Queen. That's so sweet. I need to record that and play it. Let's see. Wendy says, Charles, we saw you going to court to swear the outcome didn't work. Not my king. Well, Jew. Grace said, don't get it twisted. Camilla, affectionately, aka Seabiscuit, is the choreographer of this two-step dance. Oh, please, child. She can't even do what is it? The Highland jig or whatever that thing is called. So I'm like scanning the comments before I put them up here. Let me see. Diane says, how sleazy and creepy 4 grown men to be listening into phone conversation of teenagers. Okay. Harry was a mere teen when they first started listening into his phone conversations. Yes. I would believe Paul gave up that number in order to keep some of his stuff because we had not yet fully known about. Okay. There's a whole lot more going on with that one, but okay. Gwendolyn. Sherry, really don't make any difference if Harry can dance. The hip motions are not bad. I'm going to let that just. Diane, monarchy is destroying itself, and pigs should explain why he feels he is their spokesperson. He's the one that jumped out there and said that they thanked him for his coverage, and what he has said about Meghan. That spoke volumes, because if they really weren't the racist family and were really supporting Meghan, they would have jumped out and shut him down so quickly with legal papers, and he would have been right back out there within 10 seconds apologizing. But that never happened. hmm Cookies and cream. PM has abused, bullied, and dehumanized Meghan for years on national TV. He called her the vilest of names. Now karma has paid him a visit. He can dish it out, but he can't take it. He never could take it. And the lady in black, she kicks his arse harder than it already may feel like. Maybe he'll have one after she gets done, because it'll be bruised. Okay. Grace says, who's going to tell PM? Oh, I've read that one because I jumped back and around in the comments. Let me see. Never has met. Let me see. Oh, Black Queen, 14 months. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I had found out about name dropping. Yes, he did. And I thank you for 14 months of having your wagon hitched to the channel and supporting. And yes, I so appreciate it so, so, so much. I'll have to come up for a song just thanking you all, long-term members. I have to think on that. Let me see what I come up with. Marjorie, the monarchy told Morgan to hack Harry's phone. Why he can make such statement that Harry is out to destroy the monarchy, telling on themselves as usual. Well, if you don't have your lips to their behind holes, they feel you're destroying them. That's how they feel. Your lips have to be attached to the behind holes for them to feel like you love and honor and, all that stuff. Thelma Christmas, thank you so much for the super sticker. Thank you for the love dropping. And this is for you. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. Thank you so very much. Yes, I hope everybody has remembered to hit the thumbs up and like and share. And I know there's many names and many of you in here that I probably have not given a formal shout out. Sis Hilda, if you are listening from the crowds, to you. Yes, I see what you all are up to. I love you. Sonia, thank you so much for the super sticker. This is for you. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. Thank you so much, Sonia. Okay, let me come up here. Rafaela PM is afraid. Yes, he is, and he should be. But he's brought it on himself, and so life goes on. Given the, what Murdoch's organization was up to back in them days. Come on now. Whew, mercy. Diane hates bro. James, while not using Royal Connection, just made a commercial trying to sell dog food at Waitrose grocery store, like Christmas card that looks like a 7th grade class project. I'm so glad I'm over here and I don't see that stuff. So the haters are always saying that, Meghan and Harry, especially Meghan, if she were to do commercial, which I wouldn't have a problem with, of course, we know what her taste and aesthetic is. It wouldn't be dog food, but okay. I thought he married an heiress. Why is he doing dog food commercials? Woof, woof. Okay, let me move off this comment because I'm about to. Lorna, as they say, James Haskell, loose lips sink ships. Mr. Haskell has diarrhea of the mouth. Yeah, but that picture that they have of him and James Haskell, like, sir, if you were at his wedding, of course, anyway, I don't know what they expected. Obviously, it speaks volumes for those who feel that Harry should have remained the same. Like, what are you, stupid? Yes. to answer that question. All right, here. Harry said in an interview while he was promoting Spare that he's glad he changed for the better. Ding, ding. Excuse me, taking a sip of tea. He has the best thing that ever could have happened in his life. He has the life he dreamed of that he thought he never would have. Listen, Diana, looking out for her youngest, her Spencer, as she used to call, right? I just, mm, mm. Sherry, you're too funny. Diane, every time I see Homilla, I burst out laughing. Love the mnemonic for side piece, aka Sea Biscuit. Okay. Cal says Haskell just claimed he is poor, so wife won't get anything in the divorce. She should find out how much he got paid for talking to Eden. I wonder if Maureen did pay up anything, or do they have some goods on Haskell that he had to talk to Maureen? How you doing? Okay. It's just very odd to have seen that. And I'm like, okay. Who got a hold of you? Grace is like enough with the scary pictures of Peg's mumbles. The tampon. Yeah, well. You got to enjoy them. You know, there's more to come in the future. Let me see. Diane says Harry has at least 4 more cases on the books. No matter what the justices say, Harry has already won by bringing attention and showing courage to stand up to power. Yes. Ooh, yes, there's a comment that's probably how I will end. I was going to say, who is calling my phone, but it's not. Let me just read this one real quick. Black Queen, I hope the undisclosed pain and suffering amount that Harry received is in the millions. Like 8 figures would help me, but 7, yes. He deserves it, but no amount can bring back his mom or soothe the evil against him and his wife and babies. True. That's very true. That's very true. So, Bella over here. Can you hear Bella? Yeah. She feels the same way as you, Black Queen. She's had enough. When he says Charles, William, and Cal caught in the of this phone hacking hot mess, explain Charles' visit to the court. Yeah, they are terrified. Legal discovery. Anyone? Well, I mean, then they should not. They should tell their media to shut up about that legal win that the one got, moving it where it goes to a hearing. Yeah, because y'all are gonna want to settle that one because it's gonna come back where there's gonna be lots and lots of evidence going where the fingers. I hope y'all can hear Kuja in the background because she's really going through right now. She making more noise. My gosh. And then she had nerve to turn around and look at me like, bitch, what you talking about? Okay. Let me get off here. Sonia, no wonder James Haskell's wife left him at the curb. Well, I mean, he should be concerned with the breakup of his marriage, not worrying about Harry, and he's not the same. Why? Because first of all, he lives in a different country. Now, if you were really a friend, oh God, I don't know why people can't. With 2 words, no comment. Don't care how many times they call you, no comment. Yeah, but they don't know those words. And then if you say a statement, they're going to twist it around. But, Haskell should have known because he knows how those tabloids work. Anyway, Lady T says the Mirror's attorneys did not want PM to testify because they knew he would commit perjury. That is why they did not object to him being implicated. They have proof he knew. Well, it's on the record now. It is on the record. And Yeah. Sherry said, "Who is James Haskell?" Let me go back up here. So, a former rugby player. He was at the wedding, and I remember um, because he was sitting. I believe that was him that was sitting in the row where between the orchestra and where Harry and Space walked to go where they were standing, and people were making the coverage was like, "Oh, look," because even he was like, "Oh." Yeah. Are you really friends with him? Oh, okay. Was Harry just a fan? And, let me just come up here. Just because somebody has a pint with you doesn't mean, anyway. Let me go on. Let me go on. Let me go on. Let me go on. Rose is saying, Lorna, we know the amount that Prince Harry received is probably a lot more than Willie Leak's 1 million. Ciao. And we don't even need to know. But there is a record that Harry got a settlement. Okay. Unlike through his evidence and submitting that we find out that Space got, signed an NDA, I guess. He's a dumb fool, but nevertheless, moving on. Marshall, Harry talked about being burned by dragons. Well, it looks as though he took the fire from the dragon and is burning down the house. That's what King Harry did. And if any of you saw Game of Thrones, you understand the dragons and the burning. And then we understand, especially at the end, when you're like, well, damn, didn't expect that to happen. Yeah. Okay. Antoinette, because, yeah, I'll say the one that wind up sitting on that throne is not anyone I would have ever thought. Okay, moving on. Antoinette, they can't settle because Harry wants everything out in the open. Lord, give Harry the strength to keep it moving. Oh, he is. He's in it for the long haul. hmm He's in it for the long haul. Lady T says, if your true friends can't understand or won't understand the trauma that is being put on you and your family, they were never friends. Ding, ding, ding. And I don't know what carrots were dangled for Haskell. Hopefully the wife gets it all. But yeah, that's all I'm going to say. Um, Gwen says James Haskell is friends with Mike Tyndall. Yeah, because they're both, I think they were both, wasn't Tyndall a rugby player? And then he fixed his nose. Um, I'm going to leave that alone too. Okay. Let me close out on that note. I do hope that you all had a wonderful, you enjoyed this live stream and had a good time, and you'll tell your friends and friends and friends and family and everybody else, even the crazies out there that you know and love, about VS Speaks Royally. So they come on over here and hang out with us. The mods will take care of those that don't want to behave in the chat. So, it is what it is. But have a wonderful rest of your Saturday, or if it's Sunday where you are. Please be safe out there as we're really gearing up for the holidays and family gatherings. Please, wear your trash time mask. Hint, hint. No, seriously. Please be safe out there in large group settings. And we'll be talking again. I will see all of you around the different YouTube hallways. Um, and we'll be talking again. Probably quite a bit this week, including tomorrow, but quite a bit. That's all I'm going to say. You'll be seeing the live streams coming up for scheduled. So, unto you, I wish the same as the song says, joy to the world. I know Squad is very happy. So, love to you all. Mm. Oh, wrong song. Hit it, looked at it, and it miffed. There we go. Here we go. Phew. Repeat the sounding joy.